Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Alert flare. Stick guard. Check, stick guard. Check 3.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balazs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, watch it. Monday. Hard. Bang. Check nine.
The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Alert. Mike, check, 59. I'm going to run you over.
They run it with Balazs. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54. Blue there. He's crashing. Hug.
On the toss, here's Balazs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 53. Mike. Ricky.
On play action, Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
80. Tight go. Alert. Check 37. Out. Yes.
Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You got tight right there. What do you got?
On second down, Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
McSorley sets to pass, sliding out of the pocket. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Play action here with Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Whip. Watch the whip. Sit.
Balaj. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, pick your game up. Monday. Hey, Delta. Plus 59.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Got his man. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Middle. Sit. Watch the sit. Alert! Check 24! Alert!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
No. Save.
On second down now, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Right there, 54, right there.
Bravo!
Mike's 5-4. Get that quarterback and all.
Third and long here for Rosen. It's complete to Graham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10, 14 yards.
Watch the screen. Check 26. Hatchet.
On first down, Williams trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nigel Bradham brings him down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Throwing on second down. Rosen completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On fourth down, Brian Flores going to call on the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
There we go. Pac-Man. That's great 57. Come on, boy. You got this.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a hole. A whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Sunday. 552. 552. And let's get exit. 552.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to let it. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 54. Here we go. Here we go.
Rosen on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Hey, Echo!
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead. Just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Strip that ball. Keep them on that.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rosen off the play action. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, alert. Mike, 53, Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go. Hey, team 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 80. Let's go. Hey, orbit. Number 53.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Time to go, night. Hug. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm on.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Just like that.
On first down, they go option to the right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better. and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Completes it to Aguilar. Give him 32 on the play.
Federal West.
Step it, and he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Carson wins his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Williams. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Balaj, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice fit.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
On first down, it's Rosen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Double dog. Double dog. That's alert. 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 Hey, Zoo. 54.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're worried.
And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he finds Parker here, complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
53. 53. Mike.
Here we go.
53 to Mike. 53. Check. 53.
On 4th down, here's McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on first down. Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Wentz on to give to Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll run here with Balazs. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, How about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Go to base. 59. Mark the 59. No take. Bill. 65.
They'll start by running the option to the right. On 1st down, Sanders. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And an alley to run. The 20. And avoids the contact by sliding. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 13.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Go partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Coming this way. Here we go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Steps away. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Sunday.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Eagles, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.